They come from across the globe. Millions of dedicated gamers competing in tournaments from online to on stage. All with one goal in mind, a chance to take home the gold for themselves and their nation. Over the past 12 months, they've formed national teams of the very best players with an eye on the World Grand Final in Seattle. Now, get ready as we take a look behind the scenes of Team USA as they compete against the best professional gamers on the planet. Gamehead presents the World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Final.
The World Cyber Games concept is very similar to the concept of an Olympic-style global festival.
It is the Olympics of gaming. I mean, I don't think that you could put any better descriptive words together.
These players are so good. You'll watch them play, and it'll just blow your mind.
They wean it down to the best of the best from every country. They really find out who's the gold medalist, the silver medalist, and the bronze are, and it's a lot of money involved, too.
What's so amazing about what's happening right now is that we're actually rewarding people for proficiency in playing video games. These guys are literally professional video gamers.
It really gives gamers the opportunity to travel, see new things, get paid for doing things they love. We basically get paid to turn on our Xbox. 10 years ago, not even a figment of anybody's imagination. I mean, now you have kids here living the dream.
For me, it was always a hobby. And next thing you know, I'm making over 100 grand a year playing video games, and now I've created my own line of products. It's just crazy. I mean, you really can't even imagine it.
Fatality, Jonathan Wendell. It's pretty cool what he's done. I mean, it's definitely an inspiration to everyone who tries to make a living from professional gaming.
There are gamers now that are becoming like rock stars, traveling around and coming to tournaments.
That's not you in your basement anymore. You're worldwide. World Cyber Games started in the year 2000 in Korea as something called the World Cyber Challenge. It started with 17 countries and has grown ever since.
This event has now become so large with 74 countries participating, and our 700 final contestants here started out with 1.5 million people competing. The international scale of this is now truly exciting.
Competitive gaming is a whole new category of sport, and it's just starting to emerge here in America. But in Asia, it's already huge.
Korea is one of the largest gaming cultures in the world today.
They actually fill up soccer stadiums, and when games start, women start screaming like it's a Beatles concert. The players have fan clubs that reach, hundreds of thousands, so it's unbelievable.
They affect gaming on a global level, and that is really why the WCG is so very important in the grand scheme of gaming.
It ties these players together across boundaries of culture and race and politics.
You get all these different cultures coming together with one thing in common, and that's gaming.
You have players from all these different countries who speak the common language of a certain game. They don't necessarily just hang out with all the other players in Team USA. They're hanging out with all the StarCraft players.
We met before at a tournament earlier this year, so it's good to see him again and stuff.
When these kids come together, they realize that, hey, I'm looking at you, and I've been playing you for the past year online. And, the hugs and all that stuff, it's all there, and it's all real and very human.
Got to meet a lot of people that play on Xbox Live. It's so fun meeting them in person. They're all great people, nice guys.
It's like a family, It's pro gamers. They're a good bunch.
Gaming is really becoming a mainstream sport for the 21st century, and it's definitely exciting.
Tournaments like WCG, these guys are really trying to redefine video gaming as a sport. They're pushing it forward.
It's a new sport, the e-sport that's evolving over here. But the Europeans and the Koreans and other countries are way more advanced about the professional gaming, and they take it at a very, very serious level.
U.S. gamers are competing against some of the toughest Asian and European players and finding the competition to be stiff. So if you can compete for WCG, you've made the big time.
Team USA in esports can become #1 in the world.
Team USA on their way to sweep the World Cyber Game Grand Final.
We're here in Seattle for the grand final of the World Cyber Games. We have over 70 countries from around the world sending the best gamers in 11 different games. So this year we've got strategy games like StarCraft and Command & Conquer, Gears of War, obviously an amazing Xbox 360 game, FIFA, soccer, Project Gotham Racing 3, and Counter-Strike. Last month we were in Orlando, Florida for the USA National Final. That was 188 of the best gamers, 11 different games from around the country who competed for the 22 slots on Team USA.
My name is Jesse Rodriguez, gamertags Atmosphere from Chicago, Illinois.
My name's Michael Cannon. My gamertag is Genetics. I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
My name's Jesse Cranker. My gamertag's Killer Crank. I'm from Bowling Green, Ohio.
My name's Keith Hagan. My gamertag is Dwy. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I play Gears of War for Team Infinity.
Orlando was definitely the biggest nerve-wracking competition I've been to.
Genetic drops, Atmo drops too. It's a 2v2 right now. So this is the grand finale right here, right? And whoever wins this is gonna win it all for the US.
Team USA about to be decided, you guys, right here in this Gears of War matchup.
Infinity blew me away. During the finals, they really turned it up a notch.
Oh, we're getting crazy.
They were just fun to watch.
We really like to hype it up. We like to get the crowd into it. We like to bring excitement to the game.
Going crazy right now. Atmosphere. Genetics get the next kill. Chainsaw.
The moment everyone loves when they watch these matches is the chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
And that's just the ultimate way to sort of win a match.
Killer Crank goes crazy.
Prophecy and us have a huge rivalry.
There was a little bit of smack flying on stage, Blaze.
I smell a little bad blood out here, and I love it because it makes for a great competition, Blaze.
They have a little bit different style than us. They like to play a little bit more conservative, and we like to push the action and rush on teams.
The action is intense, yo. They making a push. This is crazy right now.
It was a good clash of two different styles, which made for a very exciting play.
Atmo's clutching it. Genetics clutching it. Hands exploding, bodies flying.
I give a lot of credit to their coach, Caesar, for hyping their team up and keeping their heads focused.
Get him, get him, get him, get him,
We like to what we call go raw, no headsets and no coach. We think it allows us to be more pumped up, more into the game, and kind of get our heads into it. That's our little strategy to win.
We felt we were the best team on Gridlock, so throughout the whole tournament we were picking Gridlock. They had beat us in the upper bracket finals on Gridlock, but we still felt that we were the better team on Gridlock, and we picked it twice against them.
Infinity has the sniper right now. Rossi has to make these shots count. Atmosphere kills the line. Another member's down. Rossi, 3 members is down. Got the kill. Team USA is Infinity.
Team Infinity are the champions of Gears of War.
Representing Team USA, the World Finals in Seattle, it is Infinity.
Mark my words, Infinity is going to whip out the steamroll on all those countries. Unfortunately, that's just how it's going to go down.
Feels amazing. Definitely glad to represent Team USA, and we won't let everyone down. Definitely going to take it home.
Gears of War is really an American title, so we really expect them to bring home a gold.
Coming up after the break, we continue our look back at the making of Team USA and meet the only undefeated player in pro gaming.
Go to WCG.GameTrailers.com for exclusive online coverage of the World Cyber Games.
If you're going to put your money on someone from Team USA to walk away with the gold at the World Cyber Games, I put my money on Chomper.
My name is Wesley Swicklow. My gamertag is Chomper. I'm from Camarillo, California, and I play Project Gotham Racing 3.
Chomper is a fantastic PGR player, and when I say fantastic, what I mean to say is the best that I've ever seen, ever. Here's a guy that doesn't have a driver's license, but he beats the hell out of everyone who plays in this game.
Ooh, interesting strategy there.
I think a lot of his ability is just his natural athleticism, hand-eye coordination.
We have Chomper with another great turn.
He was one of those kids that was always a little bit better than the rest of the kids. I mean, he had skills.
Being competitive in sports early on, in my childhood, I think it helped and it carried over to my gaming. It's been a little over a year now, and I've been to New York, Mexico twice, Italy, all for gaming, so it's a pretty crazy ride. By far the best period of my life.
Chopper has the lead.
The whole gaming atmosphere and the tournament atmosphere, so far it's been pretty unreal. You just have to take it all in.
Chopper, he is the world champion of Project Gotham Racing.
For a few of the games played at the World Cyber Games, each country gets to send 2 top players. Now, back in Orlando at the U.S. Finals, on Project Gotham Racing 3, the last match was between Wes and Brian, and they were both coming to Seattle. That wasn't the issue. The real issue was Wes's undefeated record. Was Brian going to be able to take him down before he even got to Seattle?
Chopper taking on B. Boyle. Chopper has the lead right now in first, but we're coming up on the final lap. B. Boyle had a collision there.
In the semifinals against Chopper, I was down 0-2 and I came back and beat him.
And now B. Boyle has the chance to show off his racing perfection here.
It's the first time someone beat him in a game.
Chopper had to beat B. Boyle twice in the finals in order to be the #1 seed going to Seattle. B. Boyle is neck and neck with Chopper. Chopper, though, taking a lead there as B. Boyle puts one of his tires into the grass. B. Boyle in second place, still trying to make up as much time as he can. And Chopper will win it. Chopper shows why he's champion, because he fights all the way back from the loser's bracket. He not only beats B. Boyle in 1 set of 5, but comes back, wins 4 races in a row, and then 2 more, and clinches it.
I got that first place, the #1 seed for USA in the international competition, so I'm really excited.
It shows that he can be beat, but it also shows this guy's a true champion.
In Dead or Alive 4, just like Project Gotham Racing 3, the top 2 players in the nation advanced to the grand final. And that was the case between Black Mamba and Perfect Legend in Orlando, because they both wanted to go into the grand final being #1 in the USA.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Dead or Alive 4. Perfect Legend is playing as Genfu, and we have Black Mamba playing as Helena. Starting things off, it'll be Perfect Legend who gets the first hits into a nice little juggle there. Going in for another one, gets a throw. Perfect Legend uses that low stance. He's got the opportunity to take this round, and there it is with the throw. Perfect Legend is the one that you really need to be watching out for, because he's never had a chance to prove himself. In his circle of competition, people respect him, they fear him, they know what he's capable of, but he doesn't have the gold medal to show for it yet.
I can't say it enough. He's definitely capitalizing on all these combos. And there you go, he takes the second round with a 4-hit combo.
He had the skills, it was his time, and he walked away with it. Mamba blocked again.
Oh,
nice. And turned away. Perfect Legend does pull it off. Beautifully done by Perfect Legend. And tell us this again. They got up, they hugged, they shook hands, and the whole DOA community is absolutely thrilled for him.
I taught this guy everything he knows, okay? He did. I taught him everything he knows. Bro, I love this man. This guy right here is Mike. Watch him. Get familiar with this face. This is PL right here. About to call him? There you go. Yes, sir.
In Tony Hawk's Project 8, Dustin is the member of Team USA. Now, this is a new player on the circuit. He just found out about the World Cyber Games this year, competed online, went to the regionals, went to the U.S. National. He actually won. Now he's here in Seattle. I mean, people train for their whole lives for that moment to take home the gold. Well, Dustin took home the gold, and 3 months ago, he didn't even know what the World Cyber Games was.
My name is Dustin Valcalda. My gamer tag is Duval, AK-47. I'm from Reno, Nevada, and I'm playing Tony Hawk's Project 8.
The way I heard about WCG was I have gameplay videos of how good I am at Tony Hawk on my YouTube, and a guy comments on it saying, "See you at the WCG." And I didn't know what it was at the time, but was curious, saw the online qualifiers and just signed up, and then took off from there. Glad to be going to Seattle.
Counter-Strike started as a game created based on the Half-Life game engine. There was a kid, Min Lei, and he was 18 years old in his parents' basement in Vancouver, Canada. And it was released for free over the internet. And that's why it became so popular, because everyone could just download it. If you had a copy of Half-Life, you could download the game and play it. In Counter-Strike, it's really about the strategy, and it's about teamwork.
My name is Robert Irie. My in-game name is Phobius. I'm from Birdsboro, Pennsylvania, and I play Counter-Strike 1.6 for Team Amazing Gaming.
My name is Nazar Vanitsky. My in-game name is Naz.
He's our team leader. He pretty much keeps all of us in check, lets us know what we should and shouldn't be thinking about, keeps us in the right mindset.
Scott Cavallero.
In-game name Evolution.
He's got a nasty AWP. The AWP is like the one-shot kill rifle. So between me and him, we trade off who gets to use it the most.
Michael Guevara. My in-game name is Chad.
He has the most finesse of any player in the entire game. The way he moves makes you want to be able to move like him.
Sean Catron. My game alias is Hostile.
He's really loud in terms of keeping us all pumped and juiced and ready to go for like the matches that are ahead. This is something I've been dreaming to do ever since the game itself came around. Like putting in 10 years in this individual game itself. So we've really been working those 10 years up until this point. This is probably the biggest venue that's ever happened for the game itself.
EMG will be the representatives of Team USA in Counter-Strike 1.6.
This is Team USA. There's a great sense of pride to be the best person at your favorite game in the nation. But now it's not about beating people from other states and other towns. When you advance to the grand final, you're going up against the best players from around the world.
Whenever you can come together with other games and form a unit, a team, it's special. It's really good.
I'm really proud to be on Team USA with all these other guys.
Prize money is great, but there's still something about, wearing the colors and getting a medal put around your neck and hearing your anthem and all the things that we do. It gets to people's hearts.
It turns now from a national competition into an international and global event.
And it's going to be an all-out brawl, fight to the finish. Who's the best? France, UK, USA, and I know it sounds a little biased, but I think it's going to be USA.
This is where the games really begin.
Team USA.
Hell yeah.
Coming up after the break, the competition for the best gamers on the planet begins as teams enter the first stage of play. Can Team USA hold their own against the best players from around the world? Find out when we return. This is it, day one of the World Cyber Games Grand Final here in Seattle. Everything kicks off with the opening ceremonies.
We're here to celebrate the finest players in gaming.
This is what makes the World Cyber Games the preeminent competition for competitive gamers around the world. You've got 74 nations represented in the opening ceremonies. You even see countries like Iran and Iraq sending players here to Seattle to compete in games. Now, the stakes aren't just about winning for yourself and getting a check at the closing ceremonies. You're also competing for your nation. Every country has a team, and at the closing ceremonies, we'll find out what nation wins the overall prize.
Here we are. Here's the team. Come on, USA! Every morning, we get on the bus as a team, as Team USA. We basically get our game faces on for this event.
Got the most annoying keyboard in the world that everybody hates, the Ergo. And to top it off, every gamer's got to have a mouse bungee.
I'm listening to my iPod, my music gets me pumped up. I'm expecting to see a huge event. It's going to be a blast.
Daniel Kaiser for GameTrailers.com up here in beautiful Seattle, where the World Cyber Games Grand Finals are getting ready to get underway.
France is playing Chinese.
Go! The competition starts with group play. There are over 700 players here from 74 countries, and they all have to go through this elimination process. One loss and you're out. So while the best players should easily breeze through this group play, there's no room for error, and that means there's some real tension in these early matches.
I want to be up against Singapore, Germany, Austria. Doesn't matter who I'm playing here in Seattle because I'm going to beat them all. I'm looking forward to kicking some ass.
Get ready, fight! Tetra from Singapore is playing with Kazumi, and Perfect Legend is playing with Genfu. Now it's 2 points for USA.
the entire match. One match is hard. One match is really hard. There's no margin for error. Tetra used Kasumi and I use Genfu. Genfu's best move is his forward punchless kick. He does a palm strike and I just abuse that a lot and it gave me the win. I got 4 more and I'll be done.
Austria's playing USA. Final US 3-1.
All right, so I just played tactical and big head Tetra from Singapore and Germany, and I beat both of them.
Just like we expected, Dead or Alive, we're going to be real successful. Carl White, he came in here and did not surprise anybody by just blowing everybody out.
What we're going to do is we're going to coin flip at the beginning. Whoever wins the coin flip gets the first opportunity to host. We run through 5 maps.
I got to host first, because tails never fails until I go up there.
Nice.
On good side, get the bull.
Yeah.
Bad side, first time rush?
Yeah. Second time bad side?
Second time no
back door. No, back door.
You want the window?
They won't slide,
the window back door? Okay.
Window box.
And if we have a third time?
No sliding at all, right?
Right now, we're just warming up playing 2v2 against each other. It's going pretty well, getting used to the TVs. These are a lot bigger TVs than what we're used to playing on. So.
The picture is amazing. These Samsungs definitely have some of the best picture quality around, and it's definitely a treat to play on these compared to what we're used to. One's down, one's down. Baird's down. Baird's down, we're going up ledge. We stopped the generator.
He's hurt back door, bad. Whoa, no one behind me. He's on window.
Hoffman, he's hurt. He's down, he's down. Hoffman's front door. Back to base. Sorry.
So we done?
Yeah, you're done.
Keep going, represent Team USA all the way, fellas.
We know we just played Mexico, finished them 10-1. We went pretty quickly. We did everything we wanted. We executed, we worked together as a team, we communicated, we played very well, all of us. It was great.
Coming up, meet the fastest hands in gaming as we take a look at competitive real-time strategy play and the international phenomenon that is StarCraft. When we return. The World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Final is brought to you by Samsung. There's only one guy from Seattle here in the competition. It's a player named In Control.
I'm Jeff Robinson, also known as In Control. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I play StarCraft Brood War.
Jeff unfortunately lost the first game. He's currently playing against German player Sasha Lupp. As far as I know, it seems to be so far evenly matched. If he doesn't win the next 2 matches, unfortunately he's probably going to get knocked out.
Jeff is a really interesting character. He's on one of the best teams outside of Korea right now. He's one of the players that uses psychology a lot more in the game, and he's really good at deceiving really smart players. He won the USA Finals, and a lot of people did not expect him to do that. Unfortunately, he didn't do that well in his group, but that's pretty understandable considering most of the other players that were in his group have been at the World Finals multiple times.
Everyone was rooting for me, and I'm representing Team USA, and I lost. I don't want to do that, so next year expect probably a more refined Jeff Robinson playing this game.
StarCraft is the most popular esports game in the world right now. There are more people showing up to watch StarCraft games than any other game. They actually fill up soccer stadiums.
There are channels of television devoted just to televising StarCraft matches.
There are more women actually showing up to watch StarCraft games than men.
The gamers are almost like rock stars. When they have fan following, they can make a living and make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off playing StarCraft.
The top 10 richest professional gamers, 9 of them are StarCraft players.
Professional Brood War players have their own team, they have their own practice LAN centers, and they have all kinds of money. There's a salary, so they're driven really to excel in the game, not just as an activity they do for fun, but really as a job.
My name is Christopher Nalepka. I live in Poland and I play StarCraft Brood War. I was the first player from West Europe who managed to go to Korea and play as a professional gamer.
Draco's a pretty big deal online. It's impossible not to know him, and he made bigger headway when he was actually going to Korea to play professionally. It's something that non-Koreans really honor and look up to.
Korea is the capital of esports all over the world, and that's the only one place where you can play StarCraft as a profession and make a lot of money from it.
He was already one of the best, and he became even better just because he peered into that world that we all dream about. It's a true honor to represent USA, but we're really all representatives of our game as well. So if I can come here and meet people that I've been playing with for 10 years, I'm probably going to take priority in visiting with those guys because there's this odd sense of, hey, I know you. How the hell do I know you? But I do. And you're just going to embrace that and enjoy it like I have. Last couple nights I've been playing poker with the Russians and the Germans and some Brits and some Canadians.
You have players from all these different countries who speak the common language of a certain game.
Oh, I almost hit a bush.
It's amazing to see that sense of community that develops around these games, and that's by far one of the best things about the World Cyber Games.
Losing did suck, and I would have rather have won and stand here and said, hey, I'm playing tomorrow for a championship, but I still have other things to look forward to. Like I get to stand here in front of cameras and talk about myself and the game that I'm very passionate about, so that's always fun.
He's been doing a lot of press. He's a really well-spoken guy.
The media's really taken on to him. He really proves the point that, you know, you can play video games professionally and have a real passion in this, but not be, you know, the stereotypical nerd.
A couple of them are actually pretty cute. You wouldn't expect a gamer, you know, to be kind of cool. They were kind of cool.
I'm Sean Teeter. My gamer tag is 001101010010. I'm here from San Diego, California, and I'm playing Command & Conquer 3. Command & Conquer 3, it's a strategy game where you basically have overhead view on the map, and there's basically resources on the map which you have to secure, and then you harvest those resources and use them to build units like infantry, tanks, aircraft, and use that to conquer your opponent.
Command & Conquer is a new game to the World Cyber Games 2007 this year. The USA representative is Sean Teeter, and he actually surprised a lot of people at World Cyber Games USA with his play.
I definitely wasn't the favorite at Orlando to win.
I had heard of him on the boards, but I had no idea he was this good. He just rolled over the competition, no contest. And so we, as the Command & Conquer 3 development team, we thought, you know, man, this guy's got the guts and brawn to go all the way.
I just played hungry, and everything went to plan, and it was good.
I think that Sean Teeter certainly has the skills, keyboard, mentally, in order to be able to compete with the best. I think what he's got to watch out for, and what every Command & Conquer player has to watch out for, is that there has never been an international competition in this game. And because of that, these players don't quite know what to expect when they're going up against a player from Germany, a player from Malaysia, or a player from, you know, South America.
I'm from Luxembourg. I'm that guy. I have a chance of like 40 to 1. Well, I'm in the same clan as Dackel, and we played like 40 games in preparation to this, and I won 1 game. So I have a little chance, you see.
Dude, Luxembourg all the way, come on.
Yeah.
You're the smallest country here.
Yeah, we are the smallest country here. We have only 400k people in Luxembourg, and I'm still alive.
Well, I think the most important thing when you have a big tournament like this is just to stay calm and just to be confident. And one of the ways that you do that really is through a lot of practice, but more importantly, it's just basically finding your inner peace and just knowing that you did your best.
He basically lives and breathes Command & Conquer every day. He gets up, eats, sleeps, plays Command & Conquer, and that's pretty much what he does.
I'm taking a year off school to get into gaming and just basically to reflect on society and just kind of meditate. I think anything really competitive, especially competitive gaming, really enables people to succeed in other fields, because I think one of the most important things is that real competitive drive that it takes to get to places like here in Seattle, and that's real key in just about any field.
Coming up next, the competition heats up as teams head into the elimination rounds. Team USA faces off against age-old rival Russia after the break. Today, the competition really heats up because these are the elimination rounds. The best players from group play emerge to come to the elimination rounds. And already, Team USA has had some surprise victories, but also some unfortunate losses. In Command & Conquer 3, Sean Teeter won some early matches, which surprised people because they didn't think USA was going to be that strong in Command & Conquer 3.
I made it to the quarterfinals. I was playing against Switzerland, but from there I didn't make it. Well played to him, and hopefully I'll be back next year.
But the good news is on the console front, the Xbox 360 games, Team USA is looking strong. Gears of War, Project Gotham Racing 3, and Dead or Alive 4 were all winning a lot of matches in those games. And I think those are our best shot at taking home the gold.
In DOA, we got 2 U.S. guys going up against each other.
Me and Black Mountain met in the semifinals. Got beat by Black Mountain, may go back and forth in tournaments, so it's not much of a big upset.
We really feel like we have the top 2 players in that game, and we probably could have taken a gold-silver had we had both of them on opposite sides of the bracket meeting each other later on.
He was just on his day and I wasn't.
PGR, B-Boyle and Chomper met each other in the first round of the day.
And unfortunately for me, Wesley beat me by like a tenth each race.
Not really what I wanted to do because, of course, we're teammates and good friends.
Team USA is also having some surprise early victories in games that I think most people didn't expect them to be that competitive in. Counter-Strike 1.6, Team EMG from the United States won some early matches, and they could be in contention for a medal.
I think the biggest question that everyone's asking is, can Amazing Gaming overcome some of the well-established Counter-Strike teams that are from Europe that have been competing in World Cyber Games for 4 years in a row?
Hello, I'm Alexei Kolesnikov, nickname Lex. I'm a team captain of Virtus Pro. We play Counter-Strike. In our first group, we had a very important match against Polish powerhouse, which were #1 team in the world till the moment of this championship. So we're now playing in quarterfinals, and we're gonna face best American team. So it will be a real fight, and I'm looking forward to show a real Russian skill.
From Russia, give it up for Virtus Pro!
A lot of players in the game don't really respect American Counter-Strike, especially Americans in general. So we are here to prove something on top of all that.
Representing the USA, EMG!
Right now we're playing single elimination, best of 3 maps, so the first team to win 2 maps, it's an advance and the other team's out of the tournament.
So at least 3 maps of really skilled and hardcore action.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start this off.
Can Amazing Gaming pull out an amazing victory for United States? I don't know.
Here comes the action. Phobias and Evolutions get simultaneous kill there, and USA is the first one on their scoreboard.
We know that it's not hard getting to the top, it's hard staying there.
And Virtus Pro wins this round to make it down 3-2. Best here. But he switches to the USB, somehow manages to get the kill on to Evolution.
Scores now 5-2. Team Russia's gotten a little bit of momentum behind them here. Beat him. Evolution gonna go down to JLE. And it looks like a 2-on-5 situation here for EMG, and Virtus Pro gonna get another frag onto Phobius. Hostile, the last man standing in Moskvin, gonna be in hot pursuit here, but decides to back off as Hostile heads up the ladder. FFS gonna take down Nas with the off, and Virtus Pro gonna take the first map.
If they're an illegal flashbang, it actually glitches underneath the map and it flashes you for longer than you're supposed to be able to physically be flashed within the game. So we actually disputed him for that.
I know what an illegal flash feels like, you know what I mean? You're just like fully blind. Your blindness has been a pretty heavy dispute so far, and I think they want the proper resolution, so we're going to give them the time they need, and the live production will continue.
Guys, all right, we're going to play a second match right now. And if you guys win, then we're going to do overtime. After that match, you go upstairs. We're going to play 1 round.
Round, fellas, go!
Я, Ром. А ты там остаешься, что ли?
Мы getting stuck planting. Shut him out. Roger. Yo, he's flanking. 2 flanking. Пристройка, зашел. Ну, блядь, вышел на плей.
Отвернись, блин. Let's come together to the right. Ready? Let's go.
Eat that ball.
That's what's up. And they were probably one of the hardest teams that we have ever played.
While we were playing, I'm sure all they could hear was me yelling at them, so...
His voice is a little gone.
Yeah, my voice is gone. My voice is gone from the Russian match, actually.
I was being really intense with them. Every time something good happened for us, I'd let them know.
That match is sort of like Rocky 3, where USA started losing. Rocky started losing to Ivan Drago, the Russian, and then they came back and won. That's how it was.
Coming up next, the winner takes all in the last rounds of the competition. Will Team USA take it all the way and deliver the gold for America? Find out next in the conclusion of the World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Final. So this is it, the final rounds of competition. We started with 700 gamers from over 70 nations, and throughout the weekend, it's all been whittled down to the final matches now. These are the matches where medals are awarded. And the USA, we've done surprisingly well so far this weekend. And right now, we have a shot for gold in 5 different games.
Take us away, buddy. A little straightaway right to begin, but into that right turn. We're going to see both players jockeying for position.
Hunderweiser took a wider turn to actually take the lead over Chomper. And Chomper just got a collision to the wall, and he's very far behind Hunderweiser right now.
Hunderweiser with almost a 2-second lead on top of Chomper. I had thought Chomper would have dominated it, but Hunderweiser showing that he's got skills with the PGRs.
And this is now potentially the final lap here of this race. Hunderweiser now still in the lead, as Chomper is still nowhere to be found behind him.
And Chomper doing what he can to come back, but he knows this one's over. And the defending champion needs to hold his head up high. He raced a great race, but Hunderweiser sitting there with a smile, putting the thumbs up. And look at the smiles on the Netherlands team right there. Hunderweiser, the PGR3 Grand Champion.
It wasn't really feeling the setup they had, and just everything pretty much went wrong, and so I got destroyed, to put it nicely. The first turn I completely botched after one lap on Tokyo, so I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be good. I'm pretty much in the right now.
I was already knowing before the match that I can beat him.
Good job. No, it wasn't a good race.
No, it wasn't a good race. I beat him, so I'm happy.
It was like being in the Twilight Zone. I was just like, what's happening?
It happens, so
And I was like, is the thing wrong? I mean, Chomper can't be second place.
I got up, I had breakfast, I came here in practice, and I just took gold in Tony Hawk's Project 8. Because I've fallen a lot on my real skateboard, you know, I kind of learned the physics of a skateboard and how it's going to react in the game.
He loves skiing, he loves snowboarding, he loves his skateboard, and it was just a natural progression for him to get into this game. It's just something he really loves to do. And he is good. I'm surprised at how good he is.
You just scored us our second gold medal.
I was pumped with adrenaline right when the game ended. My whole team was there to say good job. So, you know, it feels really good that they were there to support me.
What do you think? Grand champ.
Thank you. My mom was supportive of me, you know, throughout this whole thing. But my dad, I think he's probably going to be disappointed when I don't work for him next summer.
And here we go, straight away into this Dead or Alive 4 finals match. Gata Mila versus Black Mamba. Black Mamba's gonna use Elena.
He's such a threat with Elena. He's a master of the timing of that character.
And Skata Mila's gonna come out with Kokoro.
So, here we go.
Starting off,
3
looks like
sets of 5.
Black Mamba's coming straight away, being very aggressive. Black Mamba's up 2-1.
Katemila down to 25% health. And here comes the combo right back. 4, 5, 6 hit combo is going to score him his first set. Mamba certainly is the master of the timing of Helena, and he's giving you a clinic on it right now, ladies and gentlemen. High counter throw coming out from Mamba. Sends him into the wall, and that's a great for the second round of the second set victory. All right, blink and you'll miss it, folks. This could be the end of things. Low blow with the juggle finishes off. 5-hit combo down to just a sliver of health here. There it is. Mamba takes the victory, and he is the WCG 2007 champion for Dead or Alive 4. Standing ovation from the crowd here in Seattle.
And look at him right there.
There he is,
He knows
folks.
he's the champion.
Going into the match, I pretty much knew I was going to win it.
Because?
Because I'm a beast. I'm too powerful.
Black modesty.
Hey, so here's the situation going into the gold medal match for Gears of War. If we win, Team USA wins the 2007 WCG Grand Final.
Okay, Tails. And it is Tails. Would you like host or map? Host. Host, which map would you guys like? Gridlock. You guys choose host? Set up Gridlock.
Team USA don't win it, I'll be very surprised.
One shot for sure. I hit him deep. He's got to still be hurt. He's gone. Good job.
US team, which map would you like?
Gridlock again?
Oh, you loud?
Switch the strat. You go van. We'll guarantee you one. Don't let him get new skies. Get up there.
Yep. Thank you.
Gold medal, just like you said. Just like you said.
Told
Good job.
Yeah, they were a little bit tougher than we expected, but we just stuck to our strategy, played strong, and let our teamwork do all the work.
Congratulations to the United States Gears of War team. The third gold medal for the United States, which actually clinches the overall team trophy for the U.S. So it is, congratulations.
If you see the standings, USA pretty much dominated the field, so I mean, I feel pretty good about that.
That's awesome. The fact that Team USA took a lot of medals in every event that they had here, that's awesome.
Well, going with the team trophy, we know we're getting the big bonus, so that's going to feel good. But what's not going to feel good is carrying around big cardboard checks.
The World Cyber Games Championship Award goes to USA.
I have no idea what I'm going to do with the prize money from now. You know, maybe I'll take a few thousand of it and just buy a new TV or something, a new Samsung.
Hell yeah.